Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's Micros Market Recap. It is Tuesday, August 2nd, just at the New York close at 4 o'clock, 4:05 p.m. Let's get right into it with micro oil. So we opened right around that close in oil. We had initial selling, made a little floor, and then they had some good buying pressure. Just couldn't really break through this area, this high volume area edge that we had previously marked the night before for our students. Yes, these are levels given out the night before the next day's trading endeavor. They eventually do break it, make a new high, and it's short-lived, and they're just immediately bring it back down. But ultimately, oil is closing net positive for the day. Gold opening well above its close, had a good amount of buying pressure before the sellers stepped in and stuffed it, bringing it straight back down, attempting to get back to that close, not quite getting it until very much later in the day when those sellers finally won out in that battle for the remainder of the day. But regardless, it closed just above yesterday's close for the day. And all this stuff here is the aftermarket trading. Now our equities opening at the lower end of yesterday, well below the close, pretty much went sideways for the most part and then had a move down at this HVA area. Boom. First time hitting that edge, and they kept contesting it and had a good response around that area, finally making some new lows, finally breaking through and getting quickly rejected at another HVA area. You look at the tremendous response that was there in that at that edge, and then just driving it up. You can see here making some new highs and quite ultimately bringing it up to lunch for us, making some new highs, and then the remainder of the day they just stayed within pretty much the initial balance for the rest of the day. So we did close net down for the day ultimately, but you can see there was quite a bit of response and movement at those HVA edges. So we are net down in the ES. NASDAQ, similar story, opening pretty much on the bottom of its range from the yesterday, well below the close. Had initial buying instead of that sideways and selling. You can see just got driven up and then stuffed at these edges, and there was a fight there for quite a while. A good 10 minutes or so before they made some new highs. Set that high and then came back down into that main body for the day. Set some new lows. Kept contending around this HVA edge. This one was a battle for the day at that area. Finally breaking up into newer territory, making some new highs. Having a little bit of contention at that HVA, not as much as you'd like to see, before it got driven back down to its main body, and then testing those highs again, getting stuffed at that HVA edge, finally bringing it up again, and just use a sideways movement. And then the volatility kicking in around lunch, and just driving it up, making some really good highs for the day, and they teetered out. And then the sellers started entering the market and were relentless. They tried to break through right away, but you can see the response at these levels, these HVA levels, that, yes, again, are given out to our students the night before. So there was a nice little response and bounce there, bringing us back up into those highs that we had previously seen, but not quite as high as we wanted, and ultimately bringing us down, but finishing above where we closed, but ultimately below our close from yesterday. So we are net down for the day in the micro NASDAQ, ES, and then up in gold and oil. If you are interested in learning how you can get these high volume areas onto your charts the evening before, I should say, the next day's trading endeavor, feel free to reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can go to our website at targettrading.co or go to our Facebook page, get in touch with a representative at either location. They'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day, and you'll be able to see for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world. We look forward to seeing you there.